Michelle.
Hi, I am Joyce.
Hi, I'm Matthew.
And together we are the Inspired News team.
And today we're talking about the Narrowboat project.
The Narrowboat project is a volunteer-led charity running a community narrowboat project in Nottingham with 270-foot boats.
The project gives people and organisations
And experience and using on the narrowboat on the canal.
They cater for all small groups and most disabilities.
Let's see the interview. How was the project funded?
So the project is funded by the National Lottery Fund, and we've also got some funding from the Jones 1986 Trust, and that keeps us going. So that covers all our running costs.
How did the project come about?
So the project started when the council decided that they no longer wanted to have the boats anymore. They were costing too much money. So a few of the volunteers got together and decided it was really worth keeping the boats because they do such a good thing for everyone around the community, and managed to get some funding to keep the boats as a charity.
How many narrowboats do you have at the moment?
We currently have 2 narrowboats.
Are they wheelchair accessible or disabled friendly?
So this boat that we're on is accessible, so we can get wheelchairs on. We've got a lift that comes up out of the floor and the wheelchairs come in. The other boat that we have isn't accessible for wheelchairs.
How many volunteers do you have?
We have around 30 volunteers, and they help us with running the trips, doing the maintenance, they do office work, so they help us with quite a lot of the running of the project.
Are you looking at any narrowboats in the future?
We have spoke about it. It could be a good idea because we're filling up quite quickly, so we are in demand at the moment. We need more staff before we get more boats, so it might happen in the future, but we're just talking about it for now.
Who maintains the boats?
I do a lot of the work, but a lot of the volunteers come in and help me.
Yeah.
If there's something that we can't do, then we'll
No.
call a mechanic or a boat builder to come
Yeah.
down and help.
What in the what sort of activities do you do on the boats?
So we do some steering of the boats.
Yeah.
We get people to have a go, we get people to do the locks.
Yeah.
They learn about how to pull the boat in safely
Yeah.
and to tie the knots.
Yeah.
We've also got some paperwork on the boat, so you could do spot the difference,
Yeah.
or a crossword or a quiz.
Yeah.
You could learn about the wildlife. But
Yeah.
we mainly do boating skills.
Yeah.
What route do you take on the boat?
So we can go down to Collet Park, which is where Home Pier Point is in the watercourse, or we can go to Beeston. We can get there and back in a day trip. If you've got a little bit more time, you can get up to Trent Lock, so that's Long Eaton, I think. And on a weekend you can go to Loughborough or to Shardlow. So we've got a few different places we can go to, but we normally stay around Nottingham.
What safety procedures do you make prior to the trip and during?
So we send out an information pack to our groups to let them know what sort of footwear to wear, whether they need to bring any safety stuff themselves, so raincoats and things. We give them a safety brief when they're on the boat. We check the boats over before the group arrives, so we check that there's no leaks or that there's nothing broken that could cause an injury. We make sure that we've got all the life rings, so we've got a life ring over there. We've got throw lines so that if anyone does fall in, we can throw a line to them. And we also give them a buoyancy aid, which is like a life jacket that
Yeah.
keeps people floating in the water.
Yeah.
How much does it cost to run the boat?
So it can cost around £100 to £200 to run a boat for a trip, including the time, the gas, the fuel, any rates that we need to pay. So we've got licences, we can't travel without a licence. For a year, on a personal boat, it's about £3,500. For us, it's a bit more because we've got a lot more maintenance costs.
What days do you operate?
So if someone books a trip, we can operate any day they want to have that trip on. So we do Monday, Sunday, every day.
What restrictions do you have?
So we can only take out one wheelchair group at a time because the other boat's not accessible. We can only travel with 2 wheelchairs on the boat. So if we've got a group with more wheelchairs, they'd have to do separate trips. The boats are quite low, so if you're tall, then you might bang your head. And then for travelling conditions, if it's rained a lot and the river's in flood, we can't go out, we'd have to stay on the canal.
Yeah. Would you be able to take a passenger that's in a wheelchair that can transfer
Yes,
with more wheelchairs?
we could do that. So we can get them on the boat, we can move them onto the seats,
Yeah.
and then we can bring another wheelchair in.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Okay.
We have help from Kat and her other crew person to get on the boat, on to the narrowboat. We were also given, when we first get on the boat after Kat and her crew let us on, we have to sit on the seat and be given a safety briefing so we know what to do in an emergency on the boat.
I unscrewed the locks and I opened the locks to let the boat go in and out.
Steered the boat straight down the river. He taught me how to steer it. He said hold the angle, and I holded it and steered it straight down the River Trent. And also we had to get out, and we had this big lock key. We had to unlock the locks, then we had to wait till the water filled up, then we pushed the locks back. And then also I did a lot of washing up as well.
We have all been on the narrowboat. The first trip we went on the boat from the court side towards Beeston, and the second trip we went on, we went from the side that Megan and Tinks dock. We would like to say thank you
To Megan and Tinks.
And the crew.
and Kat especially for the interview he was willing to do with us. And we would like to say thank you to the whole charity for letting us come on your boats.